In this video, we will provide basic information about the skin, including its relation to the action of lipopolysaccharides, or LPSs. For an explanation on the effect of LPS on the skin, please see the other video. We have conducted various studies to elucidate the effect of LPS on the skin. The explanation for these studies is provided in the other video. To help understand the explanation, here, we will cover basic information on the skin, including its relation to the action of LPS. The skin consists of the epidermis, dermis, and subcutaneous fat. The epidermis is primarily made up of keratinocytes, and the dermis is made up of fibroblasts. First, we would like to talk about the epidermis. The epidermis is a thin membrane of approximately 0.2 mm thickness. It is made up of 4 layers, which are, from bottom to top, the basal layer, spinous layer, granular layer, and stratum corneum. These layers are formed by keratinocytes that are proliferated in the basal layer and migrate upward while changing their shape. The uppermost stratum corneum cells are dead cells without nuclei. These dead cells and sebum function as the surface barrier of the epidermis, and old cells transform into dirt and fall off. The epidermis also has immune cells, such as Langerhans cells and T cells, in addition to keratinocytes. The granular layer of the epidermis has a structure called the tight junction, which tightly seals the gap between cells. The epidermis is therefore structured not to allow easy entry and exit of substances. You may not clearly imagine the relationship between the skin and immunity. The skin, which directly contacts the outside world and protects the body at the front line, is the largest immune tissue in the body. For instance, removal of old cells and waste matter, promotion of cell proliferation, repair of skin damaged by heat, UV rays, and physical injury, and protection from infections, are all related to immunity. Therefore, it can be said that the skin's immunity and beauty are closely related. Then, how does LPS affect skin immunity? Before talking about it, let us review the structure of LPS. For the structure of LPS, please see the About LPS section, in LPS Learning 1. LPS is composed of lipids bound to polysaccharides. The lipid domains are lipophilic, while the polysaccharide domains are hydrophilic. Substances with these properties are considered amphiphilic. When LPS contacts the epidermis, the lipid domains easily blend into the sebum, while the polysaccharide domains play a role in moisturizing the skin. Now, we will go back to the sketch of the epidermis. LPS has a molecular weight of 5,000 to tens of thousands of Daltons, and thus it cannot pass through the tight junction. However, as explained before, LPS has lipid molecules that have good affinity with the sebum in the stratum corneum. Moreover, LPS contacts the keratinocytes, on top of the tight junction, and the Langerhans cells, protruding from the dendrites beyond the tight junction, and it activates these cells. The cells contacted and activated by the LPS deliver immunostimulatory signals throughout the epidermis. The epidermis also has immune cells such as Langerhans cells and Treg cells, in addition to keratinocytes. As these cells also have TLR4 receptors, they react to LPS. How do they react? In keratinocytes, promotion of migration, promotion of proliferation, promotion of autophagy, and enhancement of the barrier function are observed. Langerhans cells, which are very similar to macrophages, act to suppress allergies. Treg cells, which suppress inflammation, enhance anti-inflammatory functions such as suppression of neutrophils that release active oxygen. As such, LPS acts on the epidermal cells to enhance skin immunity. Now, we would like to explain more about autophagy in keratinocytes. Autophagy is a mechanism for autolysis and recycling of unneeded proteins and structures in the cell. This mechanism attracted attention when Dr. Yoshinori Osumi won the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 2016. Autophagy is also involved in the turnover of keratinocytes. As explained earlier, keratinocytes migrate upward from the basal layer, while changing their shapes. This is called differentiation. Keratinocytes migrate while differentiating and turn over in about a month. This differentiation is mediated by autophagy. Therefore, any defects in autophagy lead to delayed differentiation and turnover. As LPS is reported to promote autophagy in keratinocytes, it is expected to promote turnover of the epidermis. Autophagy in keratinocytes is also involved in melanosome degradation. As shown in this figure, melanin produced in melanocytes is released as melanosome and taken up by adjacent keratinocytes. The melanosomes taken up by keratinocytes are degraded by autophagy. LPS contributes to melanosome degradation by promoting autophagy in keratinocytes. Next, we will talk about the dermis, which is found beneath the epidermis. The dermis includes fibroblasts, and these fibroblast cells produce collagen, hyaluronic acid, and elastin to provide elasticity to the skin. This slide presents cross-section photos of the skin of people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 70s. You can see that the dermis becomes thinner with aging. However, collagen and hyaluronic acid, when provided to the epidermis, do not reach the dermis. Similarly, LPS does not reach the dermis. However, epidermal cells stimulated by LPS can deliver activating signals to the dermis. We have explained the effect of LPS on the dermis in the other video, so please make sure to view it. Lastly, we will talk a little about hair that grow from the dermis. The hair bulb at the bottom of the hair follicle has cells, called hair papilla and hair matrix cells. Hair papilla cells act on the hair matrix cells, which are proliferated and pushed up to grow hair. Hair papilla cells also secrete vascular endothelial growth factors to support blood vessels that deliver nutrients to the hair. Recent studies have reported that the LPS-stimulated hair papilla cells increase cell proliferation and angiogenic factors. Therefore, LPS is expected to have a positive impact on hair as well. Thank you for your attention. In this video, we provided basic knowledge of skin that is necessary to understand the action of LPS on skin. Based on this knowledge, please see the videos on the effects of LPS on the epidermis, dermis, and trouble skin.